The first prehistoric life hack turned survival into something dangerously clever. In the damp wilderness of the Stone Age, survival often hinged on instinct, brute strength, and a generous helping of luck. Fire, tools, and caves were the obvious markers of progress. But one man stood out for something else entirely. He stumbled upon what could only be described as the very first prehistoric life hack. His name was Urak, a broad-shouldered hunter with a permanently puzzled look on his face, as though existence itself had caught him off guard. Unlike his peers, who took pride in sharpening spears or wrestling mammoths, Urak preferred observing. He noticed things others ignored, like how certain plants scared bugs away, or how a rock, when angled just right, could turn a river current into a fish trap. But while everyone else thought him odd, Urak quietly collected small shortcuts to survival. One day, the tribe faced a problem. Their fire kept dying in the rain, leaving everyone shivering and gnawing on half-cooked roots. The strongest hunters blamed spirits. The shaman declared it was punishment for stealing too many berries from a sacred bush. But Urak, watching quietly, had another idea. He had seen how a hollow bone kept water from soaking through. And he wondered, what if he used the bone to shelter the fire from the rain? He gathered bones, stacked them in a rough arch, and covered the structure with animal hides. The fire remained burning inside, hissing and glowing defiantly as the rain poured down. The tribe stared in disbelief. For the first time, they had portable, rain-proof fire. Word spread quickly through the camp. The word meant frantic gestures and loud grunts of approval. Suddenly, Urak was no longer the village fool. He was the genius who had saved their warmth, their food, and their nights. Children imitated him by building tiny shelters for sticks. Elders grunted his name with admiration. Even the shaman begrudgingly admitted that maybe this wasn't the spirit's doing, but Urak's strange brain. And so the legend of the first life hack was born. It wasn't a new spear, or a sharper stone, or a bigger cave. It was the simple idea that problems didn't always need force to be solved. They could be bent, tweaked, hacked. But as with all good hacks, the glory didn't last. The next week, another tribe stole Urak's idea, building an even bigger rain-proof fire shelter. They added decorative bones, claimed it was theirs, and even started charging mammoth meat to teach the method. Urak, furious, realized something important. Hacks could be stolen, copied, and turned into a business. He had accidentally invented not only the first life hack, but also the first prehistoric copyright infringement. From then on, every time he came up with a clever trick, Urak scribbled marks on a flat piece of bark and tucked it away in a cave. His attempt to claim ownership before anyone else. Whether or not the tribe understood the marks didn't matter. For him, it was proof. His hacks were his own. The tribe never quite grasped the marks. But millennia later, archaeologists would stare at them in confusion, calling them primitive symbols of unknown purpose. If only they knew, it was just Urak desperately trying to protect the first Stone Age hacks from being stolen.